computer.
I wish my.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I am FB.
And I'm the Goob.
Sponsored by everybody's favorite little dive bar, the Good Time Tavern. How's the Goob?
The Goob is experiencing highs and lows this week. The highs being it's fucking hot in California. And the lows being teams like Italy and the United States have flamed out in some of their soccer things. Lots of stuff to talk about that, NBA, baseball. But first, we got to start with Caitlin Clark. What's going on?
Damn right, we got to start with Caitlin Clark. Listen. Number one player for the women's WNBA All-Star game. Bang. You it, baby. You can't be on the Olympics, but you are the best player in the WNBA.
I mean, don't let her get in a voting competition with anybody, right?
No. She'd take Steph Curry out in a voting competition. It really would have been like, who you going to vote for? You going to vote for Steph Curry or you going to go for Caitlin Clark in the three-point competition? You vote now. And Steph would lose by like 200,000 votes. He'd be like, God damn, I got beat by Caitlin Clark in a goddamn voting competition. No, right now she's killing it. And that's why she's headlining the FB and Goob Show. Because she's killing it. Yeah, she is killing it. I mean, she like as a WNBA player, points, rebounds, and assists in her first year might belong to her.
Yeah, she's kind of doing like a triple-double rampage.
Triple-double kind of rampage. This is we're not talking.
I mean, we're not getting to triple-doubles yet because those are very rare in the WNBA.
We're getting close.
But yeah, we're getting close. We're
7-9 with 18. We're 32, 6, and 8.
So would you say she's acclimating herself well to the WNBA? Think she's taking her hits?
She's acclimating her game well to the WNBA, and the WNBA has never seen a player like this in the game. And it was obvious after playing against Griner and Taurasi, and they both hugged her. And
that Taurasi game was fun. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, right. And she swatted that ball away from hitting that girl in the head, and that girl was like, "What, you want to get in a fight?" And she's like, "No, I was just stopping the ball from hitting you in the head." And then that girl came and hugged her. "Thank you. We're taking you the wrong way, I think." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm just a basketball player. I don't know what the fuck you idiots are doing out here." And I watched this one dude. He's got Angel Reese's rebound layup videos going right now. And the only thing he's trying to let you know is that this girl can't shoot a shot from any fucking place on the court. But she's a beast and she's a brute and she gets the rebound. But when she throws up a layup, she just kind of just like tossing that ball up in the air and hoping to God it goes in.
Yeah.
You know
watching her shoot those 2 free throws to get her triple-double or whatever, the double-double the other day, which longest consecutive streak of double-doubles for Angel Reese now in like the history of the WNBA. But watching her at that free throw line, trying to get those 2 in.
Yeah, she's not a shooter, that's for sure. The ball doesn't leave her hand gracefully. You know what I mean? Like the ball's not telling, the hand's not saying, this is what we're doing. It's just
like half catapult, half shot put.
Half shot throw. It's kind of creepy, actually.
Yeah.
For us to give her WNBA's Rookie of the Year is kind of crazy, right?
So far, she's in the lead.
She's in the lead. She's doing all the other things just perfectly. Because listen, the guard who was being guarded by Caitlin Clark tonight scored 34 points. See, and that seems to be kind of a common kind of like, see, Angel ain't giving up 34 to nobody. In fact, most people don't even want to get next to this bitch because she will slap shit out of you and elbow you in the face. So nobody's scoring against her, and she's getting double-doubles. But Caitlin got 34 put on her tonight. You know what I mean? And somebody else put 20-some on her, and it's like walking past her like she's not even there. You know what I mean?
We got growing pains.
Steph Curry's not a defender either. Steph Curry never got Defender of the Year.
Not once.
Not once. He wasn't even on the all-defensive team.
Oh, once. Never even sniffed it. He had a lot of steals one year. That was about it.
Luka will never know what Defensive Player of the Year even looks like. Yet we think he's the greatest basketball player in white skin.
Right. And now he gets a new teammate.
Mm-hmm. He does, man.
Man, we got to talk about Klay Thompson.
You feel bad? You all right?
Yeah, man, I knew this was happening about, 2 years ago when we signed Draymond, that ridiculous deal. Which, by the way, if you want a player for 25 mil, give us a call. Draymond's probably available. Yeah. Although I'll be honest, Clay to the Mavs is interesting. But I'm happiest about the fact that we tried to get Clay. Well, actually, all right, skip that. The Paul George thing. We tried to send Kuminga.
No, I want you. No. I want you to go. I want you to. I want everybody to hear what you have to say. I haven't shut up. I was like, I usually talk, so I'm.
Oh, about Klay Thompson, there's nothing else to say. He's a legend. His number will be retired in the rafters, and he cannot play both ways anymore. And we can't afford to pay one guy to play offense and one guy to play defense because we've been doing that shit for too long.
He scored 1 point in the last game he played him for you guys.
And the one job he was supposed to do.
Like 1 fucking point. Clay, you're like 10 3-pointers in a quarter. What's going on, bro? What's going
on? We'll always remember, although the 37 against Sacramento in 1 quarter. I mean,
that's what. Listen, Clay 4. He got 4, right? He's 4, right?
All of them, yeah.
All of them, right? That's fine. So 4 championships, 37 in 1 quarter against Sacramento. Magical.
Right.
He shouldn't have got a 3-year contract for $50 million. I know that. I was looking around going, you guys didn't see this guy playing his last fucking 10 games? He didn't exist. He can't play defense. He's too slow, and he's lost his shot. So I'm like, damn, Mavs, I really like you guys, but you guys took on Klay Thompson for no reason. That's just
right. Well, what do you think's a better deal? Clay going to the Mavs or Wemby getting Chris Paul? Because the Warriors lost Chris Paul too.
I know Wemby going to the Spurs only helps the Spurs in the development of the young team they're building. Chris Paul cannot be in any mindset going to the Spurs thinking he's going to a championship. It can't be the truth. He's just following a contract. If he thinks that a team of rookies and second-year players are going to get past the Celtics, the Knicks, who we will talk about, the Sixers, who we are about to talk about, if he think he's going to go from there and beat one of those 3 teams in the championship to win a championship,
I just think he wants to run a pick and roll with Wemby for a few years.
That's why he wants to go play and make some money.
You know how many highlights? You know how many check out the old school NBA? It'd be Chris Paul throwing alleys to Wemby, and he lives on forever again in a different uniform.
Yes, Chris Paul to the Spurs. He's not there to win a championship. He's there to teach and have fun.
All right, so NBA free agency is in full motion. What you got going on in New York? Everyone wants to know.
A little overpaid on OG Anunoby.
So you re-signed the guy that was 20-3 for you last year.
We re-signed the player we need. I take that back. I don't want to jump the gun. The player we truly needed to re-sign, we didn't get that done. But we re-signed OG. We talked about the trade already. I think the trade was great. We weren't doing anything with those picks anyways, ever. We just never seemed to do anything with those fucking picks. So to get those picks and let the Nets deal with them, great. OG got him back. I said we needed to get him back. I thought he was 20-3. He's 20-3 as a Knick. Pretty fucking good as a Knick.
Right? Plus 17 per game. Yeah.
Plus 7. Yeah. That's insane. The numbers he put up with the Knicks, we could not let that slide or go away. That dude was on the Knicks. We were a different team. With Randall coming back, Bridges now in the backcourt. I guess he's always he always has been. Now. Yeah, I mean, we got a great backcourt. You've got 3 wings. Well, Randall will become the center now, I guess. Well, we got Mitchell Robinson. I don't even know how you line this up now. I don't see Mitchell on the court anymore. I got Brunson, Bridges. I've got OG Anunoby. I've got, Mitchell Robinson, or no, Julius Randle. I guess Mitchell Robinson. There you go. I like it. That's a good starting 5. I like what the Knicks. I like OG. That's what we had to get back. I like what they did in the draft. I like the kid out of Marquette. I think we got a little general in the second round. The first round draft pick is not something you and I will talk about for 5 years. Some 19-year-old from France on a team that's already set to win a championship.
Wait. Did you say you took Tyler Kolek from Marquette?
From Marquette. And when
the second man, that kid's a baller.
When the second day of drafting started, that dude was in the top 5 or 6 players and the number 1 point guard to still be on the board. And for the Knicks to go through all the bullshit and then end up with this kid who they all had as the #1 point guard, they all had as one of the top 5 or 6 guys still left on this board that could be plugged into a team, and the Knicks to pick him up to give Brunson a break or to give Bridges a break and still run a floor. Second round, excellent draft pick. The first round draft pick, we'll see. Some 19-year-old French kid still learning his way. We'll find out about it. But that kid Kolek in the second round for me, I thought was like, oh, all right, well, that's somebody we can use throughout the year. You know what I mean? To play basketball and to go out there and run point guard for a little while and to just, what if he's just in charge of the second team? He's got Josh Hart, him, Bridges, you know what I mean? Not a bad little second team to run down the court and be in charge of, you know what I mean? I was very happy with it. Listen, we got a kid from Kansas, 5th-year senior. I don't know. I mean, G League, you're on the team. We're pretty set. We're pretty stacked up with players, you know what I mean? So I'm like, but we took this center with the last pick. We got Mr. Brock Purdy this year in the NBA. Did you know that?
I did not.
Okay. So we took a center, 22 years old, 7 feet, 245 pounds. I believe, and I don't want to be crazy, I believe France. But that's just because I think every other player came from France.
Mostly.
So if I say France, just be like, yeah, that makes sense. It sounds like France.
They're golden generation of NBA players.
Yes. So I believe, which we needed because we'll go on with franchise or free agency here. I believe we needed a center. And I believe the reason we needed a center because the winners of the whole free agency were the goddamn Mavericks for taking away, or the Thunder for taking away my Hartenstein.
I was going to ask you, out of all the big moves, Paul George to the Sixers, Harden staying with the Clippers, LeBron staying with the Lakers, Hartenstein to OKC has got to be the biggest move of the year.
That's killing me. I was the one player. That's the one Hart. That's the one guy, man. That guy plays 110%. That's what you need on your team at all times.
And not only did OKC get Hartenstein from the Knicks, but they swapped their Australian kind of is he good, is he not, Josh Giddey for a defensive. Well, it was either first team, second team, or third team, Alex Caruso from the Bulls.
Right.
So now the OKC's got all this talent, all this youth, all this athleticism, and now they have Hartenstein and Caruso, well-known defenders, tough guys, all that stuff. Dude, I think it's over. OKC wins the championship next year.
I'm okay with that. Taking Hartenstein was huge. I was going to buy a Hartenstein jersey. I was really hoping they were going to re-sign him because I really wanted that jersey.
That'd have been a nice one. Yeah.
I might still buy it now because it'll go on sale for like $35 because he's not on the team anymore. But I just might get one. Just might get one for the hell of it because he was my favorite player, man. He really was. Yeah. I really not only they didn't just get a good defender. They didn't just get a decent scorer. They got a guy who'll play 82 games a year. 82 games, 81 games, 80 games a year. I don't believe the 76ers got that when they took Paul George.
You don't think so?
No. I think the 76ers added a 50-game Paul George to a 50-game Joel Embiid.
And plus, didn't they just have like James Harden, like a younger James Harden, and now they got an older Paul George? I don't see what the difference is between what they just did. They're just bringing in another old superstar just to make Embiid happy.
I don't think they beat the Knicks or the Celtics, if you're asking me that. I don't think they have become better than the Knicks or the Celtics.
I don't think they beat Orlando or Milwaukee either.
No more Milwaukee. Yeah. The best thing they did was put Maxey on the book for another 4 years. They've got Embiid, but he's still limited with his injuries. Paul George is going to get injured. Yep. If you ask me who improved the team over the 76ers or the Knicks improved their team way more than the 76ers. Celtics stayed where they were. Pistons, buddy, how do you feel? You got back Tobias Harris. How do you feel about bringing back Tobias Harris?
Tobias Harris and Tim Hardaway Jr. They add a touch of professionalism
I
to the
like Tim
Detroit
Hardaway Jr.
Pistons. I mean, we needed shooters. They're both shooters, but more than that, we needed people to teach these young kids how to act, how to lose, how to get better, and then not lose. And both of those players have been through bad times. They've been through good times on good teams.
Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks in the bad times. He's learned how to be bad,
right?
And he's learned how to win with the Mavericks.
Last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the Pistons, while they haven't emptied out their cache of youth yet, they're adding some veterans to. You know, you can't ask Cade Cunningham to leave this team. You just can't. He's still 23.
They paid. Cade got paid.
Cade got paid, which he should have.
Paid.
He needs taught how to lead, and these are two guys that can help.
So and plus, we hired paid.
We hired a shooting coach too, which I don't know why we didn't have one before.
Yeah, you're actually hiring your first shooting coach.
I can't say it's our first.
Coach.
We got a good one.
Joe. You can't be hiring your first shooting coach. That's bullshit. That's not gotta be a lie.
I'm sure it's not.
We finally got a shooting coach in the Pistons.
Everyone's like, woo.
What the fuck are you
talking about? So I think success for the Pistons so far this offseason. You know, it's I
like Junior. Tobias Harris is a professional.
And we still have tons of money for next year's free agents. So 2026, still on the books for a championship for me. Although that USA work.
Wiseman going to the Pacers. They're just a really big team with a lot of athleticism now. Is that what it is?
I don't know what Wiseman is still. I mean, I think the Pacers.
It's interesting with him going to the Pacers, though. I didn't think that was a bad pickup by the Pacers because nobody knows what Wiseman is.
Sure.
There's talent there.
There's some talent.
Yeah, I mean there is. There's somebody's got to. Maybe Carlisle can coach Wiseman.
Maybe their little chaotic style will work better with him when he doesn't have to think about plans. He can just go dunk and run and block.
It's on the fucking Warriors, and Steve Kerr's got 900 things on the board. Everybody's running around like idiots. This guy's like, no, let's just play basketball. I just want to play. I mean, so
maybe
I know Harden got another $70 million. That's crazy. I thought one of the best pickups of the whole free agency was Drummond to the 76ers. I thought that was pretty good. That's helpful for Mr. Embiid. Get a little break. Maybe not have to be on the court all the time.
Sure. Last but not least, Bronny James is getting paid.
So I'm having like the hardest time with this shit. The whole thing is freaking me out because we said last week this guy was probably going to dominate a church league.
He will.
And now this guy's got a fully guaranteed contract in the NBA.
Which is unreal. Something Shibway never got. Something that some of those other big guys we always talk about never got.
No, I'm not. This is unprecedented. Second round pick with a fully guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
Tell me the best second round pick to ever get a fully guaranteed contract on his first contract.
Do you think that's what LeBron meant when he said, hey, I'll take a pay cut so you could sign someone that matters? You think he was talking about the $500K they're giving Bronny?
Yeah.
I still won 50.5 mil. Christ.
I was tripping out. I'm like, how's this guy getting?
Yeah.
There was a little poll on FanDuel. It said, how many points will Bronny James average in the NBA this year? I put 0. That's because I believe he'll be in the G League.
I was going to say, I would have went with total points. I would have said like 14 points. Total.
Yeah. Like total
That's
points.
What I'm saying.
Like they let his dad and him play together in one game. And his dad assisted him to 14 points. And then they sent his ass back to the G League so he could learn how to play basketball. I mean, if the guy starts day one, that's just because his dad. If Bronny James is the point guard, day one for the first day of the NBA season,
I'll cry.
Basketball will have lost its mind.
Maybe he was just faking it this whole time. He's really like Allen Iverson or some shit.
Yeah, right. He's the only way he could get to his dad if he just only averaged 4 points a game in college.
Come on, Dad, keep helping me.
Yeah, keep helping me. I'm only averaging 4. That's what you said, right? Because I can't wait to start averaging 36 a game. Because that's what Bronny James does. 36 a game.
Excellent. So after all this madness,
I don't know if I want to laugh. You know what I want to laugh at is your ass. I want to laugh at your ass. I'll laugh at your ass right now. Listen, now with 3 laps to go, man, the 2 guys in the lead, those guys was gonna win. They already had wins.
We're talking NASCAR.
We're moving into NASCAR. Sorry, everybody. So like Kyle Larson, it's like Danny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, all the guys in the front with 3 simple laps to go.
3 laps to go.
All had a win. All had a win. All those guys had a win. Now listen, I thought when the first rain delay happened with 13 laps to go before halfway, I thought to myself, madness is going to happen. I'm leaving. Because I'm not waiting for it to start back up. It's fucking raining in Nashville. I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. I just dealt with that race last week when they had the rain tires on, and it was like 14 hours, and they can only go 6 laps. It was like, no, I'm not doing this again. I'm out of here. They're going to try that rain tire shit again. I'm out. So, listen, I did watch those last 3 laps. And in those last 3 laps, Joey Logano, who congratulations for winning the race, was in like 13th place. He does not have a win yet this year. He was in 13th place with 3 laps to go. I was in 18th, and you were in 20th. When the race ended, Joey Logano won. I was in 3rd. You were in 5th. And I was contending for the lead. And after 4 ridiculous cautions, caution number 2 was caused by Kyle Larson, who didn't have any gas left in his car. Like, nobody was doing math on his side because the instant he put the throttle down, 5 cars ran over the top of him. He was like, I got no more gas.
So I take it they weren't allowing pit stops or anything at this point?
Oh, you can pit all you want. You just have to give up your position. And Kyle Larson was in first. Kyle Larson said, think we can make it? And somebody said, maybe.
Sure.
Maybe, sure. Sure.
Maybe.
What do you want to do? If you come in, you get last. If you stay out there, you might win. I'm staying out. Caused the biggest goddamn wreck in the world.
And you're last.
Well, no, that was fine because Buescher and Reddick went from, at that point in time, 12th and 14th to 8 and 10. And then the third caution happened, and we went from 8 and 10 to, I don't know, 5 and 7.
We're just moving on up, Jefferson style.
Moving right on
all
up.
Good.
At the same time, Joe Logano also was moving up, got his first victory of the year, and put himself in the playoffs, which at the same time got Buescher closer and closer to being the only guy in the points system who has earned his way into it to have to leave here very soon. You need a win.
I'm close, man. Yeah.
One of the best
win.
One of the best 3-lap finishes I've ever seen, because it took 25 laps to do. With caution laps and cleanup laps and what are we doing laps? Yeah. A great 3-lap finish at Nashville. Bad for the Bushman because Logano went from 13th to 1st in that 4 caution mayhem. And but another 3rd place finish for Kyle Reddick. I almost won that race. I was almost there. And Zane Smith snuck in there to get 2nd place. So either way, I'll take it. Good day for the 23-11 team. So
no doubt. Yeah, no, we got only 8 weeks left. Tomorrow, next week, Chicago, which could be another surprise winner if I'm remembering correctly.
Josh Berry, McDonald, man, I'm telling you right now, there are guys taking chances, and these guys' names, I hear them every week at the end of the race. They're there with pit strategy. They are there with taking chances. They are there with just putting it all on the line. So Buescher either needs to get a win or he needs to hope to God that these guys that are trying every trick in the book don't get a win because they're really close. So
yeah,
what did you tell me? You told me something. What happens if one more guy wins a race? Where are you at right now? When it ends,
I can survive one guy, but if 2 guys with like no points and no wins get wins, then I am bumped to like 17th, I think.
Right, you'd be out of the playoff window.
Yeah, so I can survive one oddball, not 2,
and that would be with all 1-win finishers. I mean, I know some guys got 2, some guys got 3, but they're fine. They have their 1.
They're also up there in points, obviously.
Yeah, they're also up there in points. Yeah. Kyle Larson and Christian Furbell and Tyler Reddick, they're all up there in points too. So, no, Listen, 8 weeks left.
8 weeks
no
left?
more weeks left for soccer. No more weeks left.
We got tons of weeks left.
Not for Copa, though.
All right. Yeah, no, well, I guess we got to start in the Copa Americas, where United States were robbed because we punched people in the back of the head. And I mean, the referees weren't great in the third game. They pretty much every time we were running away with the ball, they would just blow it dead. So we didn't get much of a chance in the third game, but it was all our fault for not failing, or actually for failing in the second game. So I digress. The USA is out. I was going to get excited and ask FB who he thought was going to win the ones, but hey, he's back. So
what happened? What happened?
I'm going to ask you to predict the quarterfinals of the Copas.
All right, give it to me.
All right, so we got Argentina versus Ecuador.
Ooh. Go.
Do you want Argentina or Ecuador?
Oh, you want me to give you all? I was okay.
I just want you to pick the winner.
Argentina.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And they will be playing the winner of Canada versus Venezuela.
Ooh, Venezuela.
Canada moved on just despite scoring 1 goal in 3 games. I don't know how that happened.
So Venezuela. So yeah.
All right. So and obviously Argentina beats Venezuela, I'm imagining.
Yeah. Well, if I'm doing this, yes.
Yeah. Now on the other side, we have some interesting matchups. We got Uruguay versus Brazil, which that
Brazil,
could be.
I want to say Brazil as a historic franchise. So I'm going to say Brazil.
Sure. Brazil's getting better as the tournament goes on. Uruguay's been kind of top flight the whole time, so that's a huge game. And then Colombia, who's been awesome. I believe they get Panama, so that's pretty much.
Colombia against Panama. I'll take Colombia on that. So you're saying Colombia, Brazil. I'll take Brazil. We'll go Argentina, Brazil to finish the thing.
You know what I mean? So the Copa is heading where it's supposed to be. Unfortunately,
it's supposed to be there, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be those guys. Unfortunately, America couldn't be there to throw a wrench in a couple of those games. But what are you going to do?
You're not going to do anything. You're going to watch Brazil versus Argentina, and you're going to cheer. That's what
and it's going to be a sick game. Yeah, today's Colombia-Brazil game was awesome. Went down to the very last minute. They about beat the shit out of the ref because Brazil won a corner, and they needed 1 more goal to win the group. And he was like, "Nah, you're not taking the corner. Game over." And so they almost beat the crap out of him. It was intense.
If Brazil and Argentina go, this is an off the ball conversation on this, but if Brazil and Argentina go, do less refs and people die?
It's a very good question.
Follow the money is what I always say. And I would say Brazil and Argentina probably have more money within the soccer organization, within merchandise sales. And they get to do Ronaldo and Pele's jersey sales and all that.
Yeah,
they still get to do those things.
Uruguay's just barely bigger than Jamaica.
Yeah, right. And Uruguay has their merchandise sales are 2% of gross national.
You know what? I'm buying a Uruguay jersey. You'll see it on the show next week. I'm doing
awesome. That's what needs to happen is guys like you need to start buying Uruguay jerseys.
I am. I'll do it.
My next
I already got most of the
dog is against me right now. I'm going to close this door.
I got most of the Euro jerseys already, but
the Final Four. You don't have a Uruguay jersey yet?
Not yet.
Well, that's your fault.
I got a guy that's Uruguayan, but I have his club jersey. I don't know if that counts.
It doesn't.
But anyway, going to the fact that I have most of the European jerseys. We got some sick quarterfinals. You want to try to predict these? I don't think you can.
I'm going to do it anyways. Give them to me.
All right. In the number 1 quarterfinal, we have 3-time Euro winning Germany versus 3-time winning Spain, and both are on top form.
Oh.
Germany's at home.
I'm going to give it to Germany.
Yeah, because they're playing in Berlin.
Top form Germany is one of the best soccer organizations of all time.
Right. And speaking of follow the money, they're in Berlin.
I like Spain.
Oh, yeah.
No, we've been talking about Germany and some of these huge, our whole life. We've been talking. They've been there. I like Spain, but they're not Brazil and Argentina. Germany is, though. So, Germany.
All right. And then the other, this side was loaded, honestly. Then we got France and Portugal. We got Mbappe versus Ronaldo in the other one.
Who in
France and Portugal.
France and Portugal? God damn, this side is loaded.
Loaded, man. This side's freaking loaded.
Who's on France?
Mbappe.
Mbappe. Yeah, he's
been
how
wearing his
many years
face
younger
mask.
is he than Ronaldo?
Ronaldo is super old. Mbappe is young, but he's got a broken nose and he hasn't scored yet this series. Or actually, neither of them have scored this whole tournament.
So 2 for Mbappe against Portugal. I got France beating Portugal.
Ah, I like it. I like it. So then we got Germany, France in the classic World War II battle. That would be sick. I don't even want to predict that.
Didn't I just tell you Germany was going to be? Oh no, Germany, France. Oh Jesus Christ.
Just stick with Germany.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Germany. I think I really do. When soccer comes, sometimes Germany is such a dominant force. I really like them when they're dominant. If they're if they're at their best, their mindset when they're at their best, their mindset seems to be focused on the prize. Go go go. Not so much glorified themselves. Personal player bullshit. Just win the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
They're 3-time
I'm gonna
winners,
go Germany again.
Yeah, France has only won. I don't know. France. I think they've won 1 Euro.
Okay. I still like Germany. I like Germany. Yeah. If Germany's on a run, you got to like run into like Italy or something like that before I say stop.
Yeah, no. And then on the other side, I don't think we're going to run into anyone. We got England, who's been playing like the most boring football soccer I've ever seen in my life.
If you ever playing Switzerland, who's playing way better. Understand? Huh?
Yeah.
They're boring.
Yeah, Switzerland is less boring.
That's why we left. That's why we're having fireworks in 3 days. The English are boring. We threw all their fucking tea in the water for a reason. Because we're sick of tea time. What? We're all stopping. We're partying. What's going on? It's tea time. Go fuck yourself. Exactly. Tea's in the water. We're done with this bullshit. No more tea time. So England, boring. Who they playing?
Switzerland.
I love
Scored a couple bangers last game. I don't know if they're going to get that same kind of luck. They're less talented, but they're playing harder than England.
I mean, like I went through the last league telling you that the better teams, England will beat Switzerland because they're just boring. They just win. What was the score? 2-1, Muffy.
1-0 again.
1-0, Muffy. It's everything's fine, Griselda. So yeah, England. Move on.
All right, so in the other semifinal or quarterfinals, super kind of like this is the most interesting game, I think. We got Netherlands, who starting to hit its stride. You know, we're past their golden generation, but but I
like them. I still like the Netherlands.
And then the upstarts, Turkey.
Nope, Netherlands. If I would never if I was watching a soccer match and I like all these years of World Cup and all this shit, it was like Netherlands versus Turkey, I'd be like, all right, well. Netherlands, move on.
Plus, I think Turkey expended every drop of energy they had today's game. It was the game of the tournament. They beat Austria. I tried to do a short on it, but I think I copyright infringed on some people. But
you did. You got globally banned. The Goob is
banned.
Hey, the Goob is globally banned. Globally banned. You cannot do any more fucking shorts in Germany, Italy, and France.
All right, yeah.
No, you just can't use videos anymore. You're fine.
So then we got Netherlands, England versus Germany. I can't see England. I can't see England making it that far.
Well, I can't see England beating Germany. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Not when you tell me they're at their top form. You said top form. Germany's at top form right now.
I think the winner of Germany versus Spain goes on to win the whole thing.
I'm fair with that. I'm okay with that. Wait a minute. Whoa. With Brazil, Argentina, you're saying Germany, the winner of Germany, Spain wins against Brazil and Argentina?
Hey, man, that's a different tournament. That's Copa America. We're talking about the Euros.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I like Germany then.
Although I do like the idea of having the winner of the Euros play the winner of the Copa America. That would be sick.
I mean, soccer doesn't take a fucking day off, so why stop?
So why not?
Why not? You wait for a Copa Championship. Hey, listen, my son won the Benicia Little League Series Majors Championship World Series. And then that team moved on to play all the other teams in all the other cities. And they won that. It's just that my son didn't play in those games. So.
Hey, it was Sportsman of the Year, I heard.
My son is Sportsman of the Year. He is always loving his teammates and being out there and going rah, 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 and hookah. Speaking of rah, 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 we got MLB. We got half a season done.
The old mid-season awards.
The old mid-season awards, man. I'm gonna let you start, man. Give us some midseason awards. What you got?
Well, I don't think we could start anywhere except for the fact that Aaron Judge is again on one of those phenomenal tears. He's got 30 home runs and 80 RBIs before July 1st. That's only been done 2 other times in the history of baseball. So, I mean, he's going for the triple.
I got you there. Top 10 players of the first half of the season, Aaron Judge.
Yeah. He's got to be number one, man.
He's number one.
He's the most fun to watch. I mean, maybe you could argue Ohtani because shit, well, they're both going for triple crowns.
I can't Ohtani actually because they got Gunnar Henderson of the Orioles as number 2. As number
Gunner's
2.
having quite a nice year for a youngster. Yeah, it's good to see. Good to see. I don't know where we go. Like, honestly,
if I was to argue anything, I would only argue that L.A. De La Cruz is not going to ever be an MVP in the NL because of Shohei Ohtani.
Right, for the next 7 years.
Next 7 years.
Are you saying a DH is going to start winning MVPs? Because I'm not sure that's ever happened.
He'll be the next 7 years of the NL MVP. Have you seen that guy hit the ball? That might be the greatest swing of all time.
He almost hit it out of Candlestick Park. I don't know. What is it? Oracle?
Can you get Cy Young and MVP in the same year because you were the number 1 batter and the number 1 pitcher?
Man, he was close. He was close last year or 2 years ago or whatever.
Right? So I'm thinking that LA, with all his magical shit and all his stolen bases and his home runs and his just awesomeness, he's never going to win an MVP because he's going to have to compete with Shohei Ohtani for the next 10 years.
We shall see. If L.A. De La Cruz improves a little bit, you never know.
He becomes a better batter. Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of the.
He could strike out a little bit less.
Yeah, well, he has a lot of the other little like that. That's really good, and that's really good, and that could get you MVP. L.A. De La Cruz puts up 35 home runs and gets 75 stolen bases and bats 289 one year. We're all going to be talking about L.A. De La Cruz for MVP. Unless Shohei Ohtani gets 75, strikes out 2,000. You're like, oh, that's not fucking fair. So I'm just wondering. So, no.
And I'm just going to jump in and say that Paul Skeens is going to win all the Cy Youngs that you think Ohtani is going to do because it's Pirate pitching time, baby.
Okay.
Paul Skeens has been unbelievable so far. I can't wait to see him win the Cy Young next year.
I didn't see his name in the top 10 players in baseball, but
because he only started halfway through the season. He's got like 6 starts and like 70 strikeouts.
That's good.
It's pretty good.
That's like 11 a game.
I might have exaggerated by 1 or 2.
Still 11 a game.
No, I'm excited.
It's 1 or 2. It's still 11 a game. I mean, it's like.
So I'm excited to watch his little progression the rest of the season.
I'm excited for Mookie Betts to come back. I'd like Mookie to come back. We're a better team when Mookie's on the team.
Of course. We don't like seeing
even injured. Mookie still got 9th best player in baseball after the first half of the season.
Right.
And he's been gone for 2 weeks now. You know what I mean? It's like, so it's like, all right. So yeah, I'd like to have Mookie come back. As I was going through some of the players, the Royals got a couple awesome pitchers on their team. They got that Bobby Witt and they got that Seth Lugo. I'm just wondering what you feel like when you think about we're done with halfway.
Yeah, we got All-Star game coming up and trade deadline coming up.
All right, now so my interest, I could care less about the All-Star game. We got the trade deadline coming up though. And Dodgers aren't as powerful as I thought we were. So when you look at what do you see when you see the trade deadline?
Well, right away you look at the sellers. So you look at teams with talent that are, a lot of the way, normal stuff, not quite in the race. So you look at Toronto. They got Bo Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero.
Right.
Either one I would love.
Yeah. Yes. I don't think Guerrero is going to leave, though. I mean, are they just trading him away? Like, here's a message. They're just sending him away because, anybody would love to have Vladimir Guerrero.
You would think so, right? He hasn't had a very good time.
The Giants haven't had a name. Since Barry Bonds.
Since we had Chris Bryant for 3 months, 4 years ago.
No, you're catcher, man. He made a name for himself.
Oh, yeah. Well, sure.
So
talking about big bats.
Oh, big bats. Yeah, you haven't had a name for a long time. You haven't had a name. You know what I mean? Like now coming to the plate, number 25.
No, and I told you like that they did a poll and people are more likely to sign with Cincinnati than they are for San Francisco. I'm not. We're gonna have to make trades to make these guys come here. We can't wait till they're free agents.
You guys won 3 and 5 years. You're on the San Francisco Bears. You know what it is? Nobody wants to come to San Francisco. The homeless.
I don't know. We told them though, they don't have to live in the city.
It's a city, but you don't have to live in the city.
They don't have to live there.
They don't have to live there. Tell these guys, come on down. It's only bad homeless if you live in the city.
Right. Come to the tavern.
Don't get that pitcher's apartment. What was his name? Timothy Lewinsky or whatever the fuck that guy's name on your team was. And he got the apartment downtown. That was a big mistake.
Right.
It's just homeless people living on the stoop.
Hunter Pence kept getting his scooter stolen every day.
See, that's why nobody wants to come here anymore. That and the taxes.
Taxes are a bitch.
Taxes are a bitch. That's why the Dodgers have to pay everybody $100 billion. So the taxes equaled out to you get 25,000.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's it. Yeah. You got to have money in California to run a baseball team. That's why the A's are leaving, because with $75 million in Vegas, the A's could do a lot more damage than they can in California, because you don't even have that $75 million anymore. It's all gone. Right? That's what they're figuring out. Get the fuck out of here unless you have $100 trillion, because you can't afford to live here and be a part of this unless you have $100 trillion. So,
yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy. We are still the same place we have been all MLB. The Dodgers still have an 8-game lead. Everybody else that had an 8-game lead still has an 8-game lead. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, St. Louis is making a move. The Red Sox are kind of moving up. That's about it, really.
The Red Sox, the Yankees, and the Boston and the Orioles are all top 10 offensive teams right now.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, all three. The Red Sox are the number 10 offensive team in the league. Makes sense why they're number 3 in the division that has the 1 and 3 team.
Yeah,
which is the Orioles and the Yankees. You know what I mean? So,
just happy the Pirates are still in 3rd.
Man, Guardians, if I went back to my record, are still number 1. It's right there.
Warpacking it, baby.
Warpacking it. Fuck, man. Guardians are killing it. I'm like, man, Guardians are this. I feel like Wild Thing's gonna walk out.
It's because they believe in Stephen Vogt. They believe in Stephen Vogt. The old A's guy.
At least they believe in somebody, because I don't I don't believe in a lot of this world anymore. So, especially after that first debate, that was like watching paint dryer fries fuck.
Oh no, yeah, it was worse than that. It was like, yeah, I should have had a better simile ready, but
man, I don't even know. We're not political, but after watching that, I thought to myself, I'm glad I'm not political. Because I wouldn't want to have.
I didn't have anything riding on this.
Nope, not an ounce. Don't even care. Republican can be in office. A Democrat can be in office. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to go to fucking work. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to take care of my kids. I don't give who fucking care one shit who's running this shit show. I'm going to be me. You be you. After watching that, I was like, what the fuck is going on? We're the most powerful country in the world, and we got this geriatric motherfucker running it? That's blowing me away. How can we be the scariest country when somebody who can't even get the fuck out the room is in charge? I mean, like, Joe, the door's this way. Huh? I mean, like, well, we cannot be. No, fuck no. Canada is the most powerful country. That guy, Russia, that guy scares me. Nope, that guy don't scare me. I mean, I got somebody else.
The topless guy on the horse?
Yeah, man, like the topless guy on the horse makes me more nervous than the guy who, like, doesn't know where he's at most of the time.
He scares me a
That
little.
guy's in charge of our country. Joe, we're at the White House. I thought we was at the Denny's. No, Joe, we're at the White House now, motherfucker. I'm just like, God damn it. I don't know. Hey, listen, you got any performers of the week? And don't say Joe fucking Biden, because he wasn't performing well this week. It's not like you
No,
to
I did
choose
like
another motherfucker.
I did like how Jon Stewart roasted both candidates. I thought that was pretty fun, but not my
Both
performer of the
candidates
week.
suck. The other guy's a lying loser. I mean, he's a billionaire, but he's still a liar. Now, you can be a billionaire and be a liar, or a bullshitter, or a narcissist. You can be all those things and be a billionaire. Doesn't mean you can run a country. Sorry.
All right. So FB and the Goob running for president 2020.
Yeah, together. I'm vice and he's president. I don't want to be responsible for anything. I got 2 kids, man. I've been responsible for too much. You be responsible for the country. I'll be Kamala Harris, just running around the playing golf and sucking
I'll
dicks.
just treat the rest of the world like a bunch of drunk idiots, and we'll be fine.
Right. I want to be Kamala Harris. I want to be the drunk person, just part of the office.
Another dinner party.
I'm just looking for somebody. I'm just looking for some chick to make out with. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? Who are you, Vice President?
No, my performer of the week was Arda Güler from Turkey. They had 2 big wins on the biggest stage. It's their country's partying. Turkey gets my performance of the week, Arda Güler and his team. Good luck. Good luck. You're going to need it.
That's good. I was going to go shitty on you, but I don't even know what to say anymore. Damn it. Aaron Judge got 32 home runs. A lot of performances this week. I was going to go Joe Biden because I thought he had it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to say Jon Stewart, actually, for just destroying every political candidate this week by going, what the fuck is going on? It's like ridiculous. Wasn't in the sports this week.
Better than anyone I know.
He did. He crushed everybody. Jon Stewart, you're my performer of the week this week, because he really was just like dumbfounded by everything that happened. He was just like, we're in trouble. You can tell we're in trouble. He's like, we're in trouble. This is like, we're really, honestly, it's kind of a bad place we're in right now. Listen, 4 years from now, neither one of these 2 assholes can run.
They can barely walk.
Think about it. I'm FB.
I'm the Goob. Don't forget, the USA might win at Wimbledon one day.
Peace.